Florida has more sunshine than almost anywhere in America. So why do so many solar buyers end up in court? 2 weeks ago, we showed you the lawsuits and the hidden liens that have turned parts of this industry into a nightmare. But if you're a Florida homeowner, you cannot ignore the math forever. Since 2020, electric rates for families using TECO, FPL, or Duke have spiked between 38 and 72%. While the sun is free, the grid is getting more expensive every single month. Today, we're moving past the horror stories. This is your guide on how to actually buy solar in 2026, protect your home's value, and turn the Florida sunshine into a long-term financial victory. Doing this right starts on your roof. In Florida, your panels aren't just energy generators, they are the front line of a hurricane zone. Modern installations must meet the ASCE 7-22 wind load requirements. In coastal areas like Miami-Dade and Broward, the law is strict. Your system must be engineered to withstand 175-mile-per-hour winds. Before you sign a contract, ignore that salesperson and vet the hardware. If you live in South Florida, you need a Miami-Dade Notice of Acceptance, or NOA. If you're outside of these counties, look for a Florida product approval with an HVHZ designation. This ensures that your mounting hardware has passed the most rigorous wind tunnel testing in the country. Without it, your panels are just sails waiting for the next Category 4 storm to rip the structural trusses right out of your roof. You should also demand a board-certified installation professional. This is the NABCEP board certification, and it is the gold standard. There are only a handful of these experts in the whole state who truly master design, safety, and commissioning. As we enter 2026, the financial game has changed. The federal 30% homeowner credit is officially done. You're on your own for the full sticker price. But as we've seen with everything from electronics to medicine, when the government subsidies disappear, prices correct themselves. Installers are finally forced to compete on actual value rather than a government handout. And equipment costs have hit record lows with further price erosion expected. To see if this makes sense for your budget, you have to look at your cost of doing nothing. Take Maria in Tampa.
Before going solar, her bill was about $323 a month. That doesn't sound too bad until you realize that with a conservative 3.5% annual rate hike, she was on track to pay the utility over $150,000 over the next 25 years.
By installing a properly sized system and owning it outright, Maria locked in her costs. Without the tax credit, the average break-even point in Florida has moved to about 15 and a half years. It's a longer game now, but the result is the same. Maria is projected to save over $50,000 in utility costs. She's not renting her power anymore, she owns it. The secret to a smooth investment is direct ownership. Specialized financing like PACE loans can be dangerous because they add a priority lien to your property tax bill that can block the sale of the home. To do it right, use a local credit union. Institutions like Suncoast or ViStar offer dedicated loans with fixed rates that treat the system as a part of the house, not a separate piece of debt. If you don't have a high credit score, the nonprofit Self Fund offers unsecured loans based on your ability to pay. There is a specific priority status in these agreements that most homeowners miss until it's time to refinance. We're covering how to spot that language in your contract next. If you want the actual data that sales reps hide, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Our goal is to protect your equity. There is good news on the insurance front, too. 2026 brought a major win for Florida homeowners. Under a new law called House Bill 815, insurers are now prohibited from dropping you just because your roof is 15 years old. As long as a licensed inspection shows that you have 5 years of life left, they have to work with you. This finally allows your solar system and your roof to live a long, productive life together. When the time finally comes to sell, the work you do now pays off. Most appraisers ignore solar because homeowners don't give them the data. When it's time to list your home, pay for an appraiser up front. Demand that appraiser use the green addendum. It's Form 820.07. This translates your energy savings into a language the bank understands. Owned solar can actually add up to 6.9% of your home's value, but only if you have the proper paper trail to prove it. Now that you have it documented, make sure that the buyer's bank's appraiser gets that form from your realtor so that you get the money you deserve. Solar in Florida is no longer an experiment. It's a smart financial strategy. If you vet the credentials, insist on hurricane-rated engineering, and own your own equipment, you win. To help you get started, we've put together the Done Right checklist. Before you sign, make sure you have an FSEC certification, proper hardware approvals, a loan from a member-owned institution, and a condition-based insurance quote. Stick to the checklist, protect your roof, and start owning your own power. Hey, this has been the Florida Real Estate Insider. I am still Tom McNamara. I'll see you in the next one.